Hi there, thank you so much for joining me today. I was recently tagged by the lovely Jordana Vargas to do a tag video, and the tag is "If I Could Only Keep One." And I think this tag was originally created by Kelly Gooch. I'll have both Kelly and Jordana's channels and their tag videos linked below. And thank you so much to Kelly for making the tag and to Jordana for tagging me. I'm really excited to put this list together. The premise of the tag is you have all of your makeup and you're only allowed to keep one makeup item from each category. There are some categories that I don't have any makeup in mind, like I don't have a Holy Grail primer, I don't have a Holy Grail setting powder, so I'm just going to leave those categories out. I'm looking at some of the products that I pulled out to talk about today, and I think you're going to be surprised by some of the products I chose because some of them I don't think I've actually ever really talked about on my channel, so I think you'd be surprised that these are the ones I would choose to be the only ones I kept. The first category is foundation, and I chose the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. I don't have it with me because I've already used it up. I raved about this foundation in my top 5 bottom 5 empties video that I put up recently. This was one of the top 5 makeup products that I used up last year. I just like the way it looks on my skin. It has a decent amount of coverage. I can build it up where I want it. I think it's really great at covering up the redness on my skin, but still kind of making my skin look natural and like it's already really good on its own, like I don't have to wear a ton of foundation. And yeah, I just really like that foundation. It's just a good solid everyday foundation that I could use regularly and not get sick of it. So that's my, if I could only keep one foundation, that would be the one. For concealers, as much as I love concealer, I don't have a Holy Grail one. I don't have one that I would choose over any other ones that I have. I'm actually on the hunt for a really good one. So if you know of any full coverage, cruelty-free, maybe relatively affordable concealers, please let me know. I'm on the hunt and ready to try some new ones. Now on to some fun products. The first one I'm going to start with is highlighters. And I don't think I've ever actually talked about how much I love this on my channel, but I really do, and that is the Anastasia Glow Kits. I just think these are so good. I think they're really great for the price. You get 4 huge highlighters in here for, you know, 10 bucks each, because this whole kit's $40. This one I have is kind of a Franken palette. I bought 2 of the kits using my Ulta points, so I got them for free. I bought the Gleam palette and the That Glow palette, I believe. I don't think they make those anymore. I think those were when these kits first came out. And so I took the 4 shades that were better for my skin tone and I kept them in this palette. And I took the 4 deeper shades that are better for deeper skin tones and I put that in the other palette and I gave it to my good friend Hannah. If you think me choosing a palette is cheating and you think I should just pick one, if I could only pick one, I would choose this shade right here. This is Crushed Pearl. It is just a beautiful, really, really light pink, almost like a super light pink lavender shade. And it is just beautiful. I'm wearing it today and I love it so much. I think they're fantastic and worth the money, and I know I don't talk about these a lot, but I really do like this, and if I had to get rid of all of my highlighters and just keep one, I would keep this kit. For the blush category, I chose the Charlotte Tilbury Cheek to Chic blush in the shade Love is the Drug. It's a 2-toned blush, so if I wanted a more natural look, I could just focus on the outer rim. If I want a pop of color, I want something to really show up, I can use more of the middle part. I love the formula for this. It lasts all day. I'm wearing this today too, but it's probably being washed out from the lights. I think that this would go with most looks, even if I'm wearing something purple, if I'm wearing a cool toned eye, if I'm wearing something really warm, I still feel like I could use this and it would work, and I just really love it. It's a very luxurious product, and so if I had to get rid of all of my other blushes, this would be the one that I kept. For bronzer, I decided to go a little bit more affordable. I chose the Butter Bronzer from Physicians Formula. I looked on their website recently and it seems like they've come out with more shades. So they don't just have like the 2 really light shades that only work for pale people. They have a couple more shades now. So I think you might have a better chance at finding your shade if you have a deeper skin tone than I do. I love that it smells like coconuts. It's a beautiful formula. It leaves a really natural sheen on the skin. You can build it up more if you want a little bit more of a bronzy look. And I don't really get much tanner than this. I kind of stayed the same shade all year round, so I don't need a bronzer that's much darker than this to work. And I just really love this. I could use this every day and not get sick of it, so this would be my bronzer of choice. For lipstick, we're going back to Charlotte Tilbury. I know that these are like crazy expensive. This is like a $34 lipstick, which is crazy. But if I'm just gonna use one lipstick, I'm gonna go fancy with it. This is a beautiful shade, almost a little bit deeper than my natural lip color. and I just like the formula. It's long lasting, it's so luxurious, and like it makes me feel so fancy when I use it. It's kind of like, in addition to the quality of the product, it's also got a really nice experience of using it, and I just really like this. I think these are beautiful. Do I need more than the 2 that I have now? No, but if I had to get rid of all of them and just keep one, this would definitely be the one I keep. And along the same lines for lip liner, I have the NYX Slide On Glide On Lip Liner in the shade Nude Suede Shoes. I have raved about this over and over and over again. I feel like I've talked about it in 10 different videos, so I'm not going to bore you and keep going on. It's very similar to the Pillow Talk lip liner as well. I talked about this in a dupes video recently. Just really like it. It's a good all-around lip product, so I would definitely use this as my lip liner of choice. For eyebrows, I decided to go with a pomade. I chose the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Pomade in the shade Taupe. And this is a really great shade for me. I think it works well. But what I like about this is there's a lot of different things you can do with it. Depending on how you apply it, you can make it look really natural. You can just fill in the sparse areas and make it look like you have naturally full brows. Or if you wanted to do more of like a dramatic brow, or you wanted to do more of an editorial look, you could really use this and kind of be more liberal with it, and it'll come up a little bit darker, and you can really carve out your brows with this. So I like that you can do different things with it and get different looks with your brows, but also it's something that lasts all day. Like, it doesn't just rub out of my brows. It stays in my brows. It doesn't make them feel crunchy or gross. I feel like you get a lot of use out of this. It's $18, but I feel like I've had this for a long time and it's lasted me for a long time. I think I used this in a tutorial a couple months back, so I'll link this above. It was in my summer wedding tutorial, and I was using all products that kind of last all day and can kind of survive through all the sweating and the running around and the drinking and the dancing that you do at a wedding. So I definitely trust this for even like the most hardcore of days when I'm running around like crazy, and I just really like this, and I've actually hit pan on it. Spoiler alert, this is going to be in my next products I've hit pan on video, so really like this one. Definitely would choose this to be my like only brow product. For my eye palette, I struggled. There was 2 palettes that I wanted to choose, and I went back and forth for a while. The 2 palettes I was going to choose were the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette and the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. They're both beautiful. I love both of them. I feel like I use them both a lot, but ultimately I decided to go with the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. There's just so many different things you can do with it. It's a really versatile palette. It's all matte. If I want a little bit of a shine on my eyes, I can use the highlighter from my kit. Really, day to day, I wear all matte looks. I'm wearing this on my eyes today, and I just really like it. I like the formula for this. I have it in a project pan right now, and if I had to use one eyeshadow palette every day, this would be my choice, and I don't think I would get bored with it. For mascara, I'm guessing a lot of you are going to think I'm choosing the Essence/Princess because that's really the only mascara that I've raved about before on my channel, and you would be wrong. I'm actually going with a completely different mascara for my tag. I chose the It Cosmetics Superhero Mascara. This is actually empty. This will be in my next empties video, and there's just something about this. I don't know what. I remember hearing people rave about it, and I never really gave it much thought because it was so expensive, and then I got my hands on a mini, and I was like, wow, this is actually really nice. I still love my Essence/Princess. If you want an affordable recommendation, I definitely recommend that one to try. It's like $5. I think a travel size of the It Cosmetics one is maybe $12, so it's a little bit more expensive. It's like double the price, but it's still not crazy terrible. I don't think I'd buy a full price one. I don't think I'd buy a $24 mascara, but I would definitely get the travel sizes, and I think I could use this every day and really, really like it. So this would be my mascara of choice. For liquid liner, I forgot to bring it up with me, but I do have it in my collection right now. It's the NYX Epic Ink Liner. I just really like it. It's like 10 bucks. It's very pigmented. It dries matte. It has a really, really thin, I don't know if it's a felt tip or a brush tip. I don't know. I don't know the difference between those. This one is very, very thin at the very tip, and so you can really get on the inner corners of your eyes and like have a line there without it being too thick. You can create a nice wing. I just think that's a really great product, and that would be the one that I would choose if I could only choose one. For pencil liner, I would choose the Jordana liner in the shade Espresso Last. I also talked about this in my Building a New Makeup Kit with $100 video. It really, really surprised me. It's like $3, and I would get it in Espresso Last just because I like brown liners for every day. And it's just so creamy. It stays in your waterline. It stays for a long time. It's not a pain in the butt to like get off at the end of the day. That would be my eyeliner of choice. For setting spray, this is probably not going to surprise anybody, but I would choose the Scandinavia Bridal Spray. When I did my $100 makeup kit video challenge a couple weeks back, that was like the splurge item. That was the item that I was willing to spend a lot of money on because I don't know of any other setting sprays that do what that does. And keep in mind that the Scandinavia Bridal Spray and the All Nighter Spray from Urban Decay are made by the same company. I don't notice a difference between the two, so those are kind of interchangeable, but for the sake of this one, I'm going to choose the Scandinavia Bridal Spray. That one is fantastic and I definitely recommend it, and it's definitely the only setting spray that I feel like I need in my life. And that was everything. This was definitely so much harder than I thought it would be. I'm glad it's hypothetical. I'm glad I get to keep all of my makeup, but if I had to only have one from each category, I feel like that is a pretty good list of products. I feel like I could still be relatively happy with that. If you have any products in your collection where you feel like you could just get rid of all your other makeup products like it and keep that one because it's honestly that good, please share that with us in the comments. I'm really interested to see how everybody answers these because I feel like everybody's having wildly different answers, and I kind of like that. It shows you where people's priorities are and what kind of makeup products that they're extra attached to. So if you have any that you want to share with us, please do so in the comments. Even if I didn't tag you, even if you want to do a video just like this, please do so and then let me know that you made it. I'd love to watch it. But in the meantime, that's everything I have. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys!